Dear students, I am Simran, your English 1 teacher. I hope you all are fit and healthy. Today we are here to start the chapter Modal Verbs. So let's proceed.
Firstly, let us know about what are models. See, these are the helping verbs that help us to express the moods like possibilities, permission, suggestion, ability, certainty, necessity, and any other. We are having a lot of model verbs, and we will come to know about each and every in each and every in detail. Now firstly, see what are these like can, may, must, shall, will. These all are the model verbs. We will now study these all in detail. Our first modal verb is can. Can, it can be used to express ability, permission, or even request. See, or offer or cannot. These can be used in different ways. Like if we'll say about ability, I can speak four languages. That I able to speak four languages. Possibility, can smoking can cause cancer. That means it is possible that if we smoke we will be happen cancer. Next is permission, like when we ask anyone that can I use your book please, we are taking the permission. Next one, request. Request means can you hand me the pen, means can you please give me the pen, we are requesting. Offer, can I help you, offer means I can help you, this is offer. So this means can be used in these different type of situations. Now let's come on the past form of can, that is our could. See, dear students, could. It is used to express ability. It is mainly to tell someone that somebody was able to do something in the past as a routine. See, simply, could is the past form of can. Like, see, first is we used to talk about possibility in the past. That means something which has been happening in the past. He could have been a doctor. Means it is a possibility that maybe he was a doctor. Okay, so this is could is also used to express polite requests. Whenever we are going to request someone in a polite way, then also we use could. Right? See, next is our be able to. Be able to, unlike other models, is also used to express ability but regarding a specific situation. Whenever we are given a specific situation and then we are able to express the ability that what thing can happen. This is the use of be able to. Now see, if the statement is Viju was able to catch the bus on time, that means he was able to at that time he catch the bus at that time. So this was possibility at a specific time. So then we use modal verb be able to. Next modal verb is our will. We all know that will is used for expression in future time. It is also used to make promises to be carried on in the future. And if we offer help, then also we use will. At the moment of making a decision, we use will. That means it is only used in the future time. Like see, first example, these suitcases are too heavy for me, I'll carry them for you. So the person is saying that I will carry them for you. He hasn't carried still now, so that means he will carry in the future, means in the next moment. So it is used to offer help and in the future time. So next helping verb is would. That is the past of will. Let's have a look. See, would is not only the past form of will, but it is also used to make formal requests. When we have to make requests to any person we don't know or to the person in our higher authorities, then we have to use would. For example, we can say, I would like a glass of water. If we want a glass of water from my mother, how can we say that? Give me a glass of water. We can't say like this, na, because she is elder than us. So we have to make a polite request that I would like a glass of water. That I want to have a glass of water. Can you please give? That means would is used to make polite requests, and it is also the past of will. Let's see the next modal verb, that is our should. Next is our should. See, should is used to give suggestion or any advice, but it is not as strong as must. Means must is a thing that is 100% sure. But in should we are just giving suggestion or an advice, but it is not very strong. For example, we can say we should wear helmets while riding to while riding two wheelers. That means it is an advice that if you will wear it is you will be safe from the accidents. But if the policeman says that you must have to wear, right, if he say you must have to wear, that means if we will not wear we will be having a penalty in that case. That means we can even go to jail, or we have to pay some money to the police officer for not following the rules. So should is used for advice and suggestion, but it is not strong as must. Moving on to our next modal verb, that is may and might. Now see, what is difference between may and might? They both are used to express possibility of something happening. But the modal verb may is believed to express a stronger probability than might. That means it is more strong than might. May is also used to ask for permission, and it can be polite than could or can. May is polite than could or can. It is also used for giving permission, asking for permission, for expressing wishes like may God bless you, speculate about your past. That means in past if you're talking about maybe this thing has happened. Okay, now what is the difference that where we can use may or where we can use might? See, simply these can be interchanged normally without making any difference, but might often implies a smaller chance of something happening, like it might rain. If we will say that today it might rain, that means there are only 30 to 40% chances of raining. But if we will say that it may rain today, so that means there are 70 to 80% of chances of raining. That means may is more stronger than might. Okay, while expressing wishes or giving permission, only may is used. We don't say might, that might God bless you. Right? We always say na may God bless you, and you people say that ma'am may I go to washroom? Do you say ma'am might I go to washroom? So may is mostly used in the cases, but we can normally use might, but in some cases only may is used. Our next modal verb is must. When we use must to indicate that something is compulsory, obligatory, mandatory. That means when something is compulsory, I told you in should also that if the policeman said that you must have to wear a helmet, that means it is compulsory. Otherwise, you should not come. You should not do anything. Like in school, you must have to wear the uniform. You can't come in formal clothes. That is compulsory thing. It is always stronger than have to or should, right? Must is a stronger thing. It is used for obligation, duty, deduction, for necessity, and when we want to recommend something some strongly. Okay, and it is also positive assumption. So we can see a lot of examples like he must stop, you must go, she must wait. The and we never use s with must. That means must is not a thing, we are just having must, right? So let's move on to the next, that is our have to modal verb. Yes, dear students, have to is also used to indicate the necessity, that means compulsion, but it is not strong as much as must. It is also used but not strong as must. It is less strong. Like if we will say, I must go, otherwise the warden will not allow me in the hostel. Right? So this is a must, means must thing you have to do. Or otherwise, you have to take medicines, you are ill. That means someone is suggesting that you have to take medicine, but it is not must that you must take medicines. Right? So have to is also for necessity, for compulsion, but it is not as strong as must. So dear students, this was all about our modal verbs. If you have any doubt, you can ask anytime. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.